I've got an array on the board. I want you to make the same array either on your notebook or on your desk. Notice that my array is in yellow. That means I want your array in yellow. When you've done it, give me that secret thumb. One more group of 2. Once you add one more group, see if you can figure out what equation that is. If you've got that figured out, give me that secret thumb. Okay, I don't really have room. Can I put mine at the bottom? All right, so Emma put hers right in line. Okay.
How to do that?
Right in line, like that. Emma, is that what you got? Does that match yours? If it matches your desk, give me a V2 signal. Ooh, not the whole thing. We just wanted one more group of 2. There you go. Nice. What equation matches this? Callie, what equation matches this?
4 groups of 2.
4 groups of 2, that will work. Can anyone tell me, what if I wanted to switch my factors? What if I wanted to use the commutative property? What would be another way I could say that equation? Callie said 4 groups of 2. Awesome, correct. Love it. Could you say it another way?
2 groups of 4.
2 groups of 4. I want you to add another group of 2. Add another group of 2. See if you can figure that out. When you got to figure it out, give me a secret thumb. Brogan, that's not a good choice. Please make it on your desk and your desk only. Thank you.
Maybe because they all have 2.
A lot of them we're building in groups of 2, so our equations have 2 in them. That makes sense. Marley, are you noticing a pattern?
Nobody know an equation for it.
We've built 2 equations for it. Now we're on thinking about a pattern. So look carefully. See if you can find a pattern.
4 plus 4 plus 2.
Is that a pattern? Okay, let's think about some patterns. Callie, do you see a pattern?
There are almost all of them are groups of.
So we've got a lot of multiplication equations. Lydia, do you notice a pattern?
Every time we add 2 more, it's the number that it equals goes up 2 more.
That was pretty cool. Lydia, can you say that again for the friends in the back?
So we're adding 2, and every time we add 2, what it equals goes up 2 more.
Yeah, Lydia's noticing, hey, when we add a group of 2, look at our totals or our products. We start at 6, then we go to 8, then we go to 10. I see Addison's V2, she's on the same train. Love that genius, Lydia. Great job. All right, move those counters back to your pile. We notice that as we are adding a group of 2, our product changes by 2. Some of you are really good at skip counting by 2s. Raise your hand if you're really good at skip counting by 2s. Nathan, you're not good at skip counting by 2s? What? I've read that right.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh, so you should raise your hand right now because you are good at skip counting by 2s.
I only know how to do 2, 4, 6.
That's okay. All right, we're going to be in our notebook for just a second before we go back to our counters. So push your counters to the side. We're going to write some things in our notebook. I'm going to write down what Lydia noticed because I thought it was genius. Remember, if I am writing, you are writing. When we add a group of 2, the product, we talked about that word yesterday, product is our answer in a multiplication equation. When I add a group of 2, the product, what happens to our total? Product goes up by 100?
No, by 2.
By 2. Okay, thank you for helping me finish. The product goes up by 2. I'm going to give you some
By
seconds to
nothing.
get that written down, please. When we add a group, that G looks a little crazy because my smart board's a little crazy. When we add a group,
When we add a group, I was right behind you because when you were reading it, I was writing it down.
we have a special name for this. You've probably heard this, but you're going to hear me say it, so I want to make sure you know what it is. When you count by 2s, you're really doubling. Raise your hand if you've heard of that word double or doubling before. Bowen, do you know what it means to double something?
To add to the same number together.
Yeah. When we are doubling, Maverick, you can go ahead and eat your little bites, friend, and I'll give you some insulin in a second. When you are doing doubles, you, come on, marker. We are adding it twice. Similar to how we skip count. If I want to double 2, please don't bang on me to get my attention, just be patient. We would say 2, 4. Or I could double 2 by adding it again. That would get me to 4. Go in.
Also, whenever you do doubles, it always adds up to an equal number.
Do you mean even number?
Even.
Even. Ooh.
Always.
Owen, can you say that one more time? That's a really interesting thought.
Every time you do doubles, you always get a even number.
Why do you think that is?
Because it's the same amount.
It's not the same amount. Do you remember when we talked about even? We talked about buddies.
Yeah.
If I'm doubling something,
I want the items to come together.
yeah, so when I'm doubling, I'm going to get an even number every single time because I'm creating a buddy. If I have 6 and I want to double it, I got to get another 6. I've made a buddy. It's now an even number. Lydia, what are your thoughts on that?
When you skip count by 2s, you always get an even number.
Because we're skip counting by buddies, right?
Yeah.
All right, once you've got that written down, we're going to get our counters back in front of you. Get that written down and then get your counters back in front of you.
All written in?
Yeah. I know. Life is wild. So again, remember this time we're going to stick with the same color that I'm using. Got it? All right. So this time we're going to switch up. Now we're going to use some red. So I'm going to move the screen. Is that okay? Okay. All right. This time, I want you to make this array. Notice I made it in red. So I want you to make it in red also. When you have done it, give me that secret thumb. We are building Arik a 1 group of 6 or a 1 by 6. 1 by 6. When you've got it built, give me that secret thumb. Marley is there. Thanks, Marley. 1 by 6 in red. Brother, do you have a question?
Yes.
Okay, what's your question, friend? We've built 1 group of 6. We drew 1 group of 6. I want to double it. So I want you to build another group of 6, this time in yellow, right next to it. So I'm going to start moving my yellow counters right next to my red counters. I'm doubling. We talked about doubles. Bowen gave us that awesome definition for doubles. Rogan, if you have something to say, raise your hand. Please don't yell at me. Once you've got that written in, once you got that built in yellow, you're actually going to draw it right next to your mini one that you just did. No, thank you. We've got 1 arrow, 1 group of 6, And now we got another arrow. One group of 6. Hex, you remember those fancy equations that I sometimes write when we're doing number talks and they're like really big and they've got those parentheses? You remember what I'm talking about? That's right, we're going to write one. Ready? So what we did is we said one group of 6. Put it in parentheses. We're writing that because remember, if I'm writing, you're writing. And then when we doubled it, Bowen, we're adding it again, right? So we're going to put a plus sign. One group of 6. Whoa, that looks really fancy.
Oh, does it?
Equals, I ran out of room. You keep writing across. I just have to write mine underneath.
Yeah, I have to do that too.
Well, if I have one group of 6 and I add another group of 6, how many groups of 6 do I have? Archer? 2. 2 groups of 6. Look at that crazy fancy equation you just wrote. Fancy.
Oh, this is 16.
Try that one more time.
Not 16. Oh, this.
There you go. So Brogan, one group of 6 is worth 6. Plus another one group of 6 is worth 6. Equals 2 groups of 6, aka 12.
So that looks crazy. 6 times 6 is 12.
Do you have 6 groups of 6?
9 times 6 plus 1 times 6 equals 12.
There you go. One group of 6 plus another group of 6 equals 12. Awesome job. Alright, we're going to push our counters to the side again. We're done playing with them for right now. We'll come back to them. But now we're going to look at a hundreds chart. And we're going to look for some patterns with our twos. This should be very familiar. I know that you guys are mostly experts of twos. But I'm going to give you a hundreds chart. And I need you to get out 2 things. So listen carefully. Ready? I need you to get out a glue stick. Emphasis on the stick. We're going to be writing on it, and liquid glue gets too squishy. And a yellow crayon. Specifically yellow. Alright, remember that time I said a glue stick? When you get it, glue it on the next one page.
It can be a color pencil.
Color pencil. Come on now. Alright, grab your other point. So then we're getting out a blue stick. We're getting out a blue stick. And a yellow crayon. Now a yellow crayon. Yes. Glue that hundreds chart that you just got, excuse me,
On the next page?
on the next blank page. Yes, but not right now. Have a little bit of patience, Sam. Yes. By the time I get to 0, this should be glued in. Glue stick should be away. And there should be a yellow coloring utensil on your desk. 10. We're still in the math book, friend. 9. 8. With your yellow, we're going to color in the products of our twos. So, if I am counting by my twos, and I need one group of 2, what is that? What's my total? If I have one group of 2, how many do I have? If I have one group of 2. Penelope, if I have one group of 2, how many do I have? I have 2. Take your yellow and color in the box that says 2. Hold on now. What if I had 2 groups of 2? What would that be worth? Huh? Not 2. If I have 2 groups of 2, 2 would be one group. 2 would be the other one. 4. Use your yellow crayon, color in 4. What if I had 3 groups of 2? Emma?
6.
6. All right, what if I had 4 groups of 2? 8.
I see patterns.
Hang on to that thought, Marley. We're going to get there. I'm glad you see it. Penelope, what if I had 5 groups of 2? 10. Color it in. Mason, what if I had 6 groups of 2? 12. Color it in. Connor, what if I had 7 groups of 2? 14. Addison, what if I have 8 groups of 2?
You have 14, but I've noticed.
No, I don't have 14. 8 groups.
Oh, 16.
16.
And I was going to also say, I see that while we're going along, I just saw that while we were on 12,
Yep.
It goes right under 2.
Yeah, isn't that interesting? Marley, I heard you say you were noticing a pattern. What were you noticing?
It's like white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow.
Lydia?
All of these are even numbers.
They're all even numbers. Connor, what are you noticing?
I'm kind of noticing that, like, all of them.
I think most of you know the pattern. Go ahead and start finishing it. I know you know. Go ahead, Connor. What was your thought, friend?
I forgot.
Oh, okay. That's okay. I'm not a good skip counter of 4s. That's hard for me. But I am really good at my 2s. Let's work on a way so that I can use my 2s, something I am good at, to help me with my 4s. So earlier in number talks, Mason brought up, hey, I can do my 2s, but then I can even double that to do my 4s. I think Archer did something similar where I counted by 2s, and then I realized that I could turn those 2s into 4s. Your 4s is doubling, and then doubling again. It's double, double. 4s are double, double. I can. I'm writing. That means you were writing. Double. So when you know how to double, right?
Yes.
I can double my 2s into a double, double to get my 4s. I can. Go on writing. I can double my 2s to get my 4s. With your counters. We're back with our counters. I want you. We're making 2 arrays. One will be in yellow and one is red. I want you to make a 2 groups of 2 yellow array and then a 2 groups of 2 red array.
How does that help?
We're going to talk about it. So you're going to make one in yellow and one in red. When you figured out how to make a 2 by 2 in yellow and a 2 by 2 in red, give me that secret thumb.
Oh my God.
Something Okay, here's what my two groups of 2 should look like. Right, I have 2 chops and 2 are in each one. And then I should have 1 in red.
Oh.
Does this make sense, what I got? So I have 2 groups of 2 in yellow, 2 groups of 2 in red. Allie?
Should they feel like blood?
Doesn't matter right now. If I do push them together, go ahead and push them together. Push those arrays together. And then I want you to make them all one color. You can make them all yellow or you can make them all red. I don't care. I don't need the announcement.
Can we push them under?
Yep, push them together just like this.
Oh, like that.
I'm going to make mine all yellow. But you can make yours something different.
Imagine it turned orange.
No, thank you. Marley, is there a reason you haven't done it yet? You need to make them all red or all yellow, please. What equation do I have now? Alright, what equation do I have now? Four plus four. Can you give me a multiplication equation?
2 times 3.
Do I have 2 groups of 3? So how many groups do I have? How many groups do I have? One number. How many groups? 2 groups. One right here and one right here, right? How many in each one? 4. So I have 2 groups of 4.
Read that?
If I'm writing, you're writing. I had 2 groups of 4. Oh, sorry. Not in parentheses. Yep. I can use my 2's to figure out my 4's. That says 2 groups of 4.
No, like, can we write the order? I know what
I know that 4 can be my doubles, so I can solve for 2 groups of 2. What is 2 groups of 2 worth? 2, 4, plus another 2 groups of 2. What is 2 groups of 2 worth? Emma? No, 2 groups of 2 is not worth 8. It's 4. And then if I add those 2 together, which is when we smushed our counters together, now what does it equal? Ava, can you move your spot and come sit right here on the carpet so you can hear my notes? What's talking to you? Talking to Eva. We got that written down in our notebook? Because some of you, I didn't see your pencils moving.
Wait.
I'm sorry, I forgot. Someone asks you a multiplication equation. Let's say they gave you the equation. Turn to the next page if you need to. We're going to solve this one together. We're writing in our notebook. We're not playing with our counters right now. Let's say someone wants you to solve 4 times 8. Ooh, that's a big equation. Am I good at skip counting by 4s? No. If you are, that's awesome. Instead, I'm not going to think of 4 groups of 8. I'm going to think of my 2's. I'm going to break this 4 into a 2 and a 2. I'm writing, you are writing. I don't know how confusing that is.
That's confusing.
Fine. Are we good so far? Break apart my 4 into 2 smaller chunks. Something I'm good at. I'm good at my 2's. Alright? 2 times 8. What is 2 times 8? Skip count by your 2's 8 times. Do it. Do it. Get your fingers moving. Skip count by 2's. That's what that means. Do it with me. I'm going to do it 8 times. That's what that means. Ready? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12,
16,
14,
16.
8 groups of 2. Well, is that 4 groups of 8?
No.
No, that's only 2 groups of 8.
Just add
I gotta
another
do it
4.
again. What is 2 groups of 8?
16.
2,
4,
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
Wait.
Now I know my 2's. I gotta smush them together. What is 16 plus 16? 30. What is 4 times 8?
32.
Even if you don't know your 4's, do you know your 2's?
Yeah.
You should be able to use your 2's
2, 4, 6, 8.
to help you with your 4's, Samaya. Excuse me?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16,
32.
Divided by?
Divided by